Japan, a country whose culture and tradition and people cannot be put into one small description. I've lived in this country for 3 years now, and in my time in Japan, I've had some ups, some downs, and some surprises. I've done and I've seen many things I didn't expect, and yet I feel like I still haven't done anything or I haven't seen anything. I'm PS3 Blakely, and this is my journey through Japan. Nara, the capital of Japan long before Kyoto ever was. For me, Nara had so much to offer, to see and experience. One of my most memorable moments in Nara was the Daibutsuden Todaji Temple. In this temple, there is a wooden pillar that has a hole at the base of it. Legend has it, if you are able to crawl through this little hole, you will get into heaven. And yes, I attempted to crawl through this hole, and yes, I made it through, so apparently I'm going to heaven. One thing I can't forget to mention are the deer. The temple is basically swarming with these deer that are trying to get at these little cookie wafer things that you can buy and feed to them. They will crowd you, they will headbutt you, anything they have to do to get to these cookie wafer thingies. My trip to the Hiroshima Peace Park was a very eye-opening experience. Growing up as an American, I only heard so much about the bombs being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and basically the political aftermath. Only after I visited the Peace Park did I really understand the devastation that the Japanese went through after the bombs were dropped. For me, as a U.S. sailor and as a human being, it was a very emotional experience, and I honestly will never look at this point in our history the same way ever again. Sengakuji Temple, my favorite of all temples in Japan. This is where the true 47 Ronin are buried. Not Keanu Reeves, the real 47 Ronin. I think if I could describe the atmosphere of Sengakuji Temple, I would say it was a quiet honor. And honestly, it fills me with a sense of pride for a history that's not even mine. And it's because of this atmosphere and the peace and serenity that surrounds this temple that I fell in love with Sengakuji. Any holiday that you see, any festival that you go to has everything to do with their history. You cannot go far without running into that. Awa Odori Festival was a lot of fun to go to. It takes place in this season of Obon, and every city throughout Japan has their own particular way of celebrating it. In Yamato City, Awa Odori seems like just one giant party. It has dancing and music and food and a parade that anyone is more than welcome to join in on if they feel like it or if the music moves them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about some of the more unique festivals that I've gone through since I've been in Japan. One of them would be the Setsubun Festival, which includes having beans thrown at you, and you have to try and catch them. This is meant to basically welcome in the new year and trying to get rid of the demons of the last year. For color and romance, you'll probably want to check out the Tanabata Star Festival. It was probably one of my first big festivals that I went to here in Japan. The festival is based on two star-crossed lovers who can only see each other once a year, which happens to land on the day of the festival. The story goes that if the sun is shining, the lovers will get to meet their one chance during the year, the day of the festival. If it rains, the lovers do not get to meet, and the festival does not happen. Now, I'm a crafty girl, but nothing compares to the Seto Pottery Festival, where a whole town comes together just to sell pottery. You have your functional pottery, you have your decorative pottery, you have your cheap pottery, you have your expensive pottery. I would highly advise that anybody trying to complete their dining set, check out this festival in September. For my favorite festival, though, I don't really have to go far. In August, NAF Atsugi holds its own Bonadori. The beginning portion of the festival starts with the American Festival. You have your live music, you have your food, and you have your games. My favorite part, though, comes later in the evening when Bonadori actually starts. The ladies are dressed in their yukatas and dancing on a central stage. And of course you will have the taiko performers who will keep the music going. Now, Japan has a way of presenting the masses with a particular snack or food that you can easily become addicted to. And then they take it off the shelves because it's a limited time only product. Not cool, Japan. Not cool. Japan has a great selection of food just about anywhere you go. Just be careful, because Japan also specializes in food that comes with a surprise. Now, Japan tends to have a more seafood-based cuisine, and of course, that means sushi. You can usually go to the neighborhood sushi go-round. I'm not gonna lie, I usually stick with the shrimp. I'm not ashamed, I admit it. And then there's my all-time favorite, curry rice. You can make it yourself, you can go to a restaurant and buy it. Either way, I'm gonna miss it. Now, for me, what is important are the people. In my 3 years, I've made some really good friends, and it really does make me sad that I may never see them again. My friends have been giving and gracious, and each has shown me a bit of their world, thereby expanding my perspective. And for that, I am truly grateful. As happy as I am to be going home, I will truly miss them. Quite honestly, there is no end to the list of things that I'm going to miss. And in this video, I haven't even scratched the surface of what I've seen and done. But I think it's important for those who are here now and for those who are coming here in the future to go out, make those memories, make your own adventures, make Japan your own. I'm PS3 Vivian Blakely, signing out. Farewell, Atsugi.